What up, burnt ones? This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. To my right, as always, is stand-up comedian. You know him from Netflix, from his amazing stand-up special, Move Closer. It's Philadelphia's own Chip Chantry.
And to my left over here is Emmy award-winning writer and producer. He puts the goat in I Got Beat Up at a Gautier concert in front of my wife and her friends, Mr. Thomas O'Brien.
There's a lot of people I feel like I used to know.
Yes.
After getting stomped at that Gautier concert.
Yes. It was a rough night for all of us. For all of us Gautier fans in the world.
It's wild how you can just get a couple of memories bopped right out of your bean, Chip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The human body's amazing.
I will say that other guy in the parking lot was not a one-hit wonder.
I did wonder why he didn't stop after one, because I went down, by all accounts, pretty quick.
Sack of potatoes.
It's an Irish trait, dude.
It really is.
Not wasting any time this week, Chip. We're getting into it. We're talking about the future of vacations.
We are.
Looking into our crystal ball and seeing what's coming down the pike. We're talking Guinness Book of World Records, the good book. We've got some delectable vacation rules. And we're going to wrap it all up with some Buffett facts, Chip.
Buffet facts for everyone. I'm ready to go.
Then let's not waste any time. This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. If you think those two things should go together, stay tuned. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. I'm calling from the lounge phone. I'm going to need another room key card. I met another lady friend that I'd like to share the room with.
Mr. Chantry, did you lose another key card in the water slide again?
That corkscrew's a real doozy.
We'll have another pair of room keys sent to the lobby. Chip!
Thomas!
It is episode 38 of the Sunburnt podcast. I can't believe I'm saying this. We are 20 days away from Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise.
It's, 3 weeks, we're going to be there. It's wild. Episode 38, 38 special. This is the special. We're going to be here. And it's going to be very special in Hawaii. Man, we just keep calling forward, but it's like here. It's almost here. It's ready to go. I'm so excited to be with the wonderful people of Honolulu and do my new hour.
Yeah, bring some comedy to the islands, baby. I think that is a noble cause. And I don't know. It's been such a journey, man. I remember when we hit triple digits away. Mm-hmm. I was really excited. We're looking at getting on a plane and going there within 3 weeks, dude.
Yeah.
3 American calendar weeks.
My wife and I just booked our hotel for Los Angeles. We're flying to LA. Going to spend the weekend there, then head out to the islands. And it's like you were so excited about it, and I'm kind of excited for you, but also for me because I've never been. So it's just like it's now really getting real. Like, I'm doing this. This place that I've always wanted to go to my entire life. It's going to become a reality.
Yeah, it's going to be so fun. I'm really excited about it, but I'm also like, a little proud that we had this idea and we followed through and it's actually happening.
Most podcasts just dip after episode 12 and they're just like, we're not doing this anymore. 2 guys in a basement. Uh-huh. And we're like, no, we're going to take this across the globe and share the good work.
Are you saying most podcasts are all talk, Chip?
Most podcasts are all talk. We are talk with a little bit of pantomime as well.
And not only are we more than talk, we are going across an ocean to talk some more.
We are. Yep.
Give us the hottest pitch for Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise.
You're going to be in Honolulu. I think we're at the point now where I don't know if anybody's going to buy tickets to come to plane tickets to and decide that they're going to go. Maybe there are. Maybe there's that last minute person that does. They're like, I don't have any plans for Hawaii or for Thanksgiving this year. Come to Hawaii with us. Like, just grab a plane right now. Go online, American Airlines, Expedia, wherever you go. Get your ticket. Boom, fly on out. Book a room. But let's just say you're going to be there anyway. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. It's probably the middle of your vacation. It's a Wednesday night. It's the night before Thanksgiving. You've had the best time, but you're also in a strange land. Come into this club where we're going to make you laugh and just forget about the world and then come out of the world into the most beautiful location on earth. And hopefully with a little spring in your step, a little smile.
Doing 2 shows, November 26th, the Blue Note Hawaiʻi, Tickets are available at the BlueNoteHawaiʻi.com.
The hilarious Cathy Tanaka will be opening the show.
Oh, yeah. Announcement here.
Who's great.
Amazing comedian, Cathy. You can also go to the sunburntpodcast.com, click the little tickets link up on the top, and that'll take you to the real deal tickets. There's a lot of resellers out there. Believe it or not, Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise, the premium seats don't start in the 4 digits.
I'd like to think they would, but in reality, they're much more reasonable.
I think the demand could be there, but you're not a gouger, Chip.
No.
You're a lover.
I'm a lover, not a gouger. That's what they say. That is what the tattoo at the bottom of my back says in Mandarin. I'm a lover, not a gouger.
It is a great philosophy to live by in prison, great philosophy to live by in the stand-up comedy world.
Any ticket reseller world.
I'm also so excited because I'm freezing my buns off over here, Chip. The weather has turned.
You started out with a jacket on before we started recording. I'm literally wearing my my shirt with some long underwear underneath because it's a little chilly here right now, and I can't wait to get into that beautiful tropical water.
I always hope for this before the Hawaii move. Like, I live in Los Angeles, and if it is warm when you're getting ready to go on the plane, like if it's 80 degrees in LA and you get on a plane to Hawaii and it's 81 degrees, there is a little bit of a feeling of like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? But it's already, I mean, it's chilly, dude. We've had some chilly mornings, some chilly nights, some chilly afternoons. If you wanted to put this weather on a dog, it would be a chilly dog.
It would be a chilly dog. Very chilly.
Oh, and also going back to your point about are people still going to come out this late specifically for a comedy show? Maybe not specifically for a comedy show. I would like to think they would, but I will say.
But even just like for a last minute vacation, you're just like, oh man, I'm getting stressed out. It's getting colder. Dude, treat yourself. Go out, get a ticket, come out to Hawaii for the week. Just like make it a life thing. Be like, I just decided that in 3 weeks I'm going to go to Hawaii, and then also come see my show at the Blue Note.
I will say the first time I went to Hawaii for Thanksgiving, I had probably this far out, I hadn't even thought about it. Mm-hmm. Like it was truly the week before, like, let's go.
All right. Okay,
let's
good.
just go. And it changed my life for the better, I think. It's become a tradition I like to do. And this year, everybody's invited. Chip's coming. My family's coming. It's going to be a lot of fun. You should head on out. It's 3 weeks away. And if you're already going to be in Honolulu, or if you know somebody that's going to Hawaii for Thanksgiving, pass it along. We'd be grateful. They're incredibly tough to reach. People who are going to be in a certain place at a certain time with a comedy show message.
It's like a quarterback. You don't throw the ball to where the wide receiver is. You throw the ball to where the wide receiver is going to be.
Yeah, but and the quarterback has the ability to call a play beforehand where everybody huddled up.
There are just thousands and thousands of wide receivers out there going in every direction.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know which ones are going to end up in front of the Blue Note.
That being said, really surprised at how many tickets have moved.
Yeah.
There's just something inspiring, a little stand-up comedy, Thanksgiving in Waikiki, Thanksgiving in Honolulu.
Something in the air.
Dude, I'm excited. So get your tickets now if you're going to be there. Let people know about it. We'd be really appreciative.
Let us know if you're coming. Drop us a line. Hit us up on our socials, comments here in YouTube or wherever it is, and let us know you're coming. And we will look out for you. We will keep a seat for you.
Yeah, we'll get some burnt hangs going on. It'll be great, dude.
Yeah.
Well, speaking, I mean, all this Hawaii talk has me thirsty for a little slather, Chip.
Just get a little bit of that sunscreen on right now, even though it is freezing out and I got my thermals on. I still got to put a little that slather on to get in that island feel. Feels so good. Smells so good. By the way, Thomas, I did not need sunscreen this week, but I was on a voyage myself. I was literally the polar opposite of Hawaii. If we're talking about the United States of this America, we are heading to Hawaii in just a few weeks, but just last week, I was in as far away, I'm assuming, as you can get from Hawaii. I was on the coast of Maine.
That's legit. You can't get further away.
Northeast of the Southwest. I was in Algonquin, Maine, at this place called the Cliff House. I got to give a shout out. It was one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. It's literally a resort on a cliff overlooking the Atlantic Ocean on the coast of Maine, in southern Maine. And I was up there for a corporate gig. And I don't know if I should be shouting out that organization or not. They were amazing, though.
Was it the people trying to overturn the Epstein list reveal?
That is to be revealed.
Okay.
That is to be revealed. I can't say too much, Thomas. I can't say too much. But hey, maybe it will be. Maybe it will. Or maybe it was an insurance company. One of the two.
All right.
I just sent you a video because I couldn't just send you a video of the suite that they put me up in. So it's like I'm a vacation guy now. Like that's the thing. It's like I feel like I'm a little bit more of a connoisseur after doing this podcast with you of like keeping an eye out for. Obviously, I travel for stand up.
Yeah.
And for fun, but I was just expecting this nice little room. I was like, oh, yeah. I'm not going to be seaside. Like I'm just the entertainment. I'm going to be like in a basement room that maybe has a window overlooking the parking lot, something like that.
Yeah.
And I was in a suite, literally a suite on the 5th floor on top of a cliff overlooking the ocean. Not one, but 3 connecting balconies.
Yeah.
We're out there just overlooking the coast of Maine. I love the coast of Maine too. I grew up going there. My wife and I tried to go. I was just up in Portland a few months ago. And this place was just wild, like the height of just everything. Here's how fancy it was, Thomas. There was no ironing board in the room. I needed to iron my shirt for the performance. I couldn't find the ironing board. I was literally about to call the front desk, like our little bits.
Yeah.
And then I realized they had a steamer. They had a steamer for me. That's the height of luxury right there.
I mean, I love a little steamer.
You're not pressing iron to iron. You are steaming things up when you got some money. And
you're just letting the magic happen, dude. No, you told me about this place.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sounds really nice. And then you sent me a couple of pics and some videos, and it was just like, you're not blowing smoke. Like,
no.
I can't even imagine how much that room costs. I don't know the area that well or whatever, but it's like they gave you the king's room.
Yes, they did.
Like I feel like it was top
I have demands.
Floor.
Yeah.
I feel like it was the top floor, and it was like 3 full like room with balconies along with the rooms on the inside of your hotel room to justify said balconies. It's not like there was a corner where it was kind of like making one room. It was 3 rooms and 3 balconies along just straight oceanfront.
Yeah.
Really, really impressive, Chip. It's just one of the perks of doing these big corporate gigs sometimes is you get big corporate benefits.
Yeah, and I will say that the whole time I'm trying to enjoy it, but like and literally I was there for a quick turnaround. I got there Wednesday afternoon, did the show Wednesday night, had to leave Thursday morning. So it wasn't like I'm spending a week there. But usually it's those things when you do corporate shows like this, it's the nicer the setup,
the rougher,
the worse the show.
Yeah,
you're just
I can
like,
imagine.
I just kept looking around this room and how great. I was like, oh, this show's going to be a disaster because it's just way too fancy. And this is not going to go well at all. And it actually went well. It was fun. They were a really nice group. But it was fancy. But one of my favorite things they did was when I check in to give me my room, the woman presents me with this like rope bracelet.
Oh,
like we're friends at camp. Or this. It's like I'm at like 1992, the Horde Festival. But she's like, and I was like, oh, like a friendship bracelet, basically, with this little cork thing on it. And I was like, thanks, I guess. And she's like, oh, that's your room key. And she's like, it's waterproof. You can swim with it. You can do whatever. And so you just walked around. You had your little bracelet, and you just zapped in on the room. It was pretty fun.
It's the future, buddy.
We are in the future. Speaking of the future, should we? Do you want to transport a little bit, Thomas?
I think we should transport. So the world's been a little wild recently. We're just always combing through the news looking for interesting and positive travel and vacation news that we can come yuck it up with, and it's just been a little bleak lately.
It's a little bleak.
So this week we decided to take our minds out of the present, which can be a little sticky, and throw it into the future to discuss with you guys what, quite possibly could be the future of travel and vacations.
So what I did, I went on. I'm trying to embrace it a little bit more. I went on to AI.
Yeah, how everybody's talking about it. You go on to the AI.
I fired up the AI machine. Took it in the trailer to the gas station, filled it up with gasoline, changed the oil,
aspirated the engine,
primed it a couple of times, and then just after a couple of yanks on that ripcord, that AI machine powered up.
I love it when it sputters to life, Chip.
It came right up. There was white and kind of greenish smoke plumes all over it comedically.
It's very Wizard of Oz.
It really is. It really is. A pretty lady in a bubble descended.
Ooh.
And granted me not only a pair of very dazzling shoes.
Okay.
But some ideas of what vacations are going to be like in the year 2045. 20 years.
2045. So we got 20 years to get from point A now to point B there in the future. And this is what ChatGPT is saying vacations will possibly be like in the year 2045. What an awesome idea, Chip. Continue.
Now, when you look back, here's what I'm thinking. And then let's actually go back a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. If you know anything about psychology, the paradoxical theory of change. Okay. Paradoxical theory of change says, if I can put my psychologist cap on real quickly.
Please do.
Is in order to change, if you want to change your behavior, change the way you are, you have to acknowledge where you are right now. You have to know what you're like right now in order to then, change. So let's look at now, like vacations right now and vacations 20 years ago in 2005. Have they changed that much? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of like a vacation I took in 2005,
right?
And what it looks like now. I'm not seeing a big change. I guess maybe like in the planning of it, there's more. The internet obviously is more robust, and you can make reservations ahead of time online a little bit more. You could do that in 2005 a little bit, but I feel like maybe that's a thing. Even with social media, you can check out their, if you go to a resort or a certain town, like you can look up different restaurants, different attractions, maybe more.
Yeah.
So I was thinking kind of in the planning of it. And and I will say maybe transportation. Like you have Uber now and Lyft, where you didn't have that in 2005.
Yeah.
I remember my first Uber ride was in San Francisco in 2014.
It's a good memory.
We were in awe. We're like, wait, on our phone, we're just going to push this button, a man will show up and drive us somewhere. And he did.
Yeah.
I will say ChatGPT is very ambitious as to what he or she thinks. I haven't gendered ChatGPT just yet.
I think it appreciates that.
But I don't know what it thinks that 2045 is going to be the future that we saw in TV shows like in the 1960s and 70s.
I'm excited about that.
Where men are walking on the moon, not just Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong, but Lance Armstrong for that matter. Do you know what I mean? Maybe Lance Armstrong.
I think Lance Armstrong wanted to go.
Maybe he'll be biking on the moon at some point. I don't know.
Why not? Less Jews.
So here are just a couple ideas that they think that vacations in general are going to kind of have. So,
all right.
Okay. Let me know if you think, Thomas, 20 years from now, you would be up for doing any of these vacations.
You're going to hear it straight from me.
The first one, we got about 10 or so here. Eco-restoration retreats.
Okay.
Okay, so that's basically like you would go out and help restore coral reefs, replant trees in the rainforest.
Yeah.
That type of thing. Like, basically they're saying, I think the subtext is the world is on fire. It's going to continue to be on fire.
Yeah.
So your vacation is you are going to basically be doing Habitat for Humanity, but for plants and animals.
People are microdosing that idea right now. We've covered in like eco-friendly retreats before.
Yes.
We've talked about those. It's a movement that's happening. There's a lot of them in South America. But this is just the next step. It's like when you get to go to some place that's so beautiful like that and has such a rare balance of wildlife and plant life and all that kind of stuff. There's something that just makes you feel a little good about going out for an afternoon and helping like a local organization pick up trash or do some kind of conservation. Like you can do these little things already, but I can fully see a world where somebody takes a trip to go, and not only to spend time, but to have a purpose of, saving those turtles you love so much. Like, I think ChatGPT is right about this. I think as the world continues to burn, there's going to be more and more need for people to go and do good on these trips.
I'm for it. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful.
I like it.
Almost the polar opposite.
Let's hear it.
Is their next idea of what's going to happen. Climate-controlled resort cities.
This is like Dubai in 20 years is going to need to have a dome that's air-conditioned.
Absolutely.
That sounds right.
You and I are Pauly Shore and Stephen Baldwin in Biodome.
Free mahi-mahi.
I think the first part of that was like an indoor water park.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, okay, hey, look what we're doing up in the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania when it's 12 degrees out and, kids are going on the old tidal wave. But they're talking about full resort cities, like resorts.
Yeah.
Where it would just be a whole resort town that's just basically covered with it, whether it's a dome or whatever it is. That is just because, hey, the climate's going to be unpredictable. Let's create our own climate.
I will argue to a large extent, Vegas is already halfway there.
Oh, you think so?
Think about it. Like, you don't need to go outside in Vegas. They have like the canals.
That's true.
Inside. And I don't know. I've been in Vegas when it's 105, 106 degrees at 2 a.m.
Jeez.
So like it is a air-conditioned lifestyle, and they have blown it out to a big scale. And I mean, you put a couple more covered bridges, and you can get around that whole place without going outside.
That's true.
It's one of the places where that's already necessary, but I think, it seems like if the trajectory keeps happening, there's going to be more and more places that fit that bill. And a lot of these heavily wealthy, affluent areas are in deserts. So they're just going to keep building and building, and they're going to make things that are more like cooler and cooler for their location, dude.
Here's what makes me nervous.
All right.
Do you ever get to your hotel room and they're like, AC's on the fritz? And you're like, all right, send a guy up.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
And, Victor comes up or whatever and is like, all right, I can fix this. He's like banging around on there and he's like, give it a half hour. It'll, we'll rev it up again and, it'll go. And you're a little uncomfortable. You're like, that's fine. I'll just maybe step out, get some air. What if the air goes on that dome? That guy just shows up with his tool belt and a little box. He's just like kicking the side of the dome. Like, all right, we might need to get a new generator, but let's see what we can do. And then it's just thousands of people inside a dome just baking in the desert sun.
A fridge can become a oven real quick.
It really can.
That's a good point. That can be a little dangerous.
Yeah.
I think it's 2 for 2 right now.
Okay.
I think ChatGPT is really hitting some truths.
This next one is a little depressing to me. First of all, I know what VR is. I think we know what VR is, virtual reality. What's AR? Do you know?
Augmented reality.
Tell me about what is that?
So augmented reality is like you would put on glasses, right?
Yeah.
And you would see what's really there, but then you could also have like a screen, like a computer screen that's like up in the side that's telling you, pointing at things and telling you what is there. It can put you could have a Chester the cheetah going around and finding Cheetos different places.
I am shocked and in awe that the first creature that you came up with was Chester cheetah. You're just like, hey, you have Cheetos on the mind right now, buddy.
Oh, I would eat a Cheeto just about any time.
It's not easy.
We're using the trip.
Yeah.
So Hawaii is a motivation for Daddy and Daddy to drop a couple of LBs here. So Cheetos hath not touched my lips in quite some time, Chip.
All right, so that's why they're there. I don't see any orange fingers, so all right, good.
Yeah, no, it's really easy to get caught with the Cheetos.
Okay. All right, so Tech Guru Thomas tells me, okay, so AR and VR. So this is heritage time capsules.
Okay.
Heritage time capsules. Okay,
Yeah.
basically This is experiences and recreating lost ecosystems. So like you would use virtual reality or to like go around and be like, hey, there actually is a rainforest here. Or, oh, look, I'm sitting by this cool water at the beach when really you're just maybe in a room or in the middle of the desert somewhere, tumbleweeds. Yeah. I don't know. But it's recreating what we can't have anymore, going back, time traveling, if you will, through VR and AR. What do you think about that?
That feels less like a vacation, if I can be honest. But I totally see its benefits. Like during the pandemic, when I was not free to move about the world as easily as I would like, and there was some stressful moments. Everything was a little weird. I did have a pair of Oculus VR goggles, and I would pop them on, and I would just spend time in like by a river in France, or walking around Amsterdam, or like I would use that, and it did like scratch that itch a little bit to get outside and explore the world, to just be there wearing the goggles, being able to look around, see what's going on. This I can see happening, but it's just like when you move it to a digital place, a digital world, that's not a vacation to me anymore.
We are living in a digital world.
And we are digital girls?
And we are digital girls, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I did not have the Oculus during the pandemic, but I did have an old Viewmaster.
Very similar.
So I had one disc that showed pictures of dinosaurs, and then another one that told the story of Hansel and Gretel. To this day, like people are like, what's the scariest thing you ever saw? Like, what's the scariest movie you ever saw?
Yeah.
One of the most disturbing, I think, things. Do you remember those old Viewmasters? Look through the things.
Yeah, it was amazing.
At one point, like a lot of the Viewmasters, they were like basically cartoon images, right? So you would see cartoon images of Alice in Wonderland, or elephants or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
The ones that I had, it was at my grandmother's house, and I remember, and it was just photos of like dinosaurs, but like it was definitely like a still scene, like basically kind of toy model dinosaurs on like a model set. Does that sound familiar to you?
Yeah, absolutely. They'd have a little depth in there.
There was a little depth,
yeah,
and like the sky was always kind of like orange and just like really those weird shadows. They are some of the, I think, most disturbing. I remember just being like 4 years old, just staring at these things, being so frightened by these dinosaurs that I knew weren't real, but I felt like they were. Hey, maybe that'll be my vacation when I'm 20 years older.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Hear me out. This was not on the list.
Okay.
Speaking of dinosaurs, we obviously know they're extinct. What if we found some dinosaur DNA? And we just go to this isolated island where we try to breed these dinosaurs. And then people can go and visit the dinosaurs to feel like they're in prehistoric times. What do you think about that?
I think it's got legs. I mean, there's a lot of science involved. Like, we might have to, I don't know, maybe some mosquitoes could have been crystallized in amber.
Maybe in the amber. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe they bit a dinosaur, you pull it out, you extract it, and then you can get the genetic material to combine with some other eggs and maybe bring some species back to life. I don't know. Should we, though?
That's a great idea. I think we should. I don't foresee any problems.
Yeah, we can't live our life dictated on what problems we might be causing. We just got to go after what we want and what the American consumer is going to pay for.
Maybe we get some backers, some financial backers, maybe some. You have some contacts in Hollywood.
I do have a couple of Hollywood contacts.
Getting some A-list celebrities to get behind it. Maybe like, I don't know, like let's say a Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a Jeff Goldblum type.
I like a Jeff Goldblum type.
Unfortunately, I know we have lost the late great actor Bill Paxton, but I had an idea of him. Maybe like we could do a thing where we like go and we find storms. Do you know what I mean? Where we chase these storms.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm spitballing here, Thomas.
I like the idea. I like the idea of building it up.
Speaking of Viewmasters, Thomas.
Yes.
Put the Viewmaster down for this next idea they have. This is something that's happening now. I actually just spoke to a guy who I emailed him, and he's like, I'm going to try to email you back, but I'm going on this trip, so I might not be able to email you back for a couple of days. And then he actually just emailed me back right before the episode, so I didn't get a chance to do it.
But he's already in 2045 here.
He is in 2045, and he was at a digital detox sanctuary.
I like that.
Digital detox. So basically, you're at summer camp,
Mm-hmm.
no Wi-Fi, put the phones away, close those lappy toppies, and just go live your life.
It's such a simple and easy concept, but like, do you know how wild it is that our world's got to a place where people are willing to see that as an advantage?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it when we were talking about the differences between travel 20 years ago and now. Not only was social media not a thing, but it wasn't a given in 2025 that every person had a cell phone.
You were on your own. You were out there.
There was no directions on it, and also pictures. There was no pictures on it. You had to bring a regular old camera.
You had to set up the tripod.
Uh-huh.
You had to put that blanket over top of your head.
Yep. You had to light that match.
And then you hold up that gunpowder.
It was a whole to-do, and now we've got millions of pictures.
Yeah.
You know, people used to take a little pride in it.
Mm-hmm.
You would, steam your clothes if you were in the 1%.
Sure.
And go take that photo. But people are just snapping, no makeup, no filters, hashtags.
I think the one thing that is nice is, do you ever have that thing where like somebody wants to show you the vacation photos when they get back from vacation?
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, I could do this. That's not much a thing anymore because they just post them in real time on Instagram or on Facebook. So then you can just be like, oh, yeah, I saw all the great pictures on Facebook. And then you don't have to do that.
Can I tell you one of my toxic traits, Chip?
Yes.
I want to see your non-social media vacation photos, and I want you to tell me about the whole thing. I want you to walk it through me. It almost doesn't matter who you are. That's like a great way for me to spend a half an hour. I'll hound people.
That's not a toxic trait, Thomas. That is an admirable. You're learning. You are literally expanding your worldview. You are viewing more pieces of the world. Your worldview is much more expanded than mine.
I like it, but there's always the trope of just like the people that got to show you the photos. It's so boring. It's blah, blah, blah. I will exhaust the people showing me the photos.
Yeah.
What were you eating there? What was that monkey's name?
You go the opposite way. It's like when a dog bites you, you don't pull out, you push in.
You bite that dog back.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to get at. You bite the dog. You bite the dog on vacation. You bite that vacation dog.
Yeah. So digital detox. They're going to be on the way up. Yeah, we're going to be sick of the AI slop.
Yes. Yeah.
We're going to want to see that real. Talk to human beings. See a tree. Touch some grass, as the kids say.
Exactly. All right. These next two are just kind of words. Subterranean spa colonies. Okay, that just sounds like an Imagine Dragons album.
It does.
It's like, oh, did you get subterranean spa colonies? It's like, yeah.
It sounds like a marketing agency got the colonoscopy account.
Yeah, these are subterranean spa colonies. Yeah, brought to you by Cologuard.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a subterranean spa colony. You're gonna have to drink a drink and not eat for 24 hours before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How about they didn't say much about it, so it's a spa colony. It's underground.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean it's mole people, the nice version.
Yeah, mole people got great hands. You can get a nice massage.
Oh yeah, because when you lose one sensation, you get stronger in your hands. I think that's how it goes.
And when you have a massage, you can get naked and not worry about it because they don't see you.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
But they will have
win-win.
Amazing understanding of your disgusting body through the fingies.
Absolutely.
So you can be self-conscious there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. The next one, floating ocean cities. I mean, I think we're getting there. It's just going to be, I feel like these cruise ships, we've talked about cruise ships so much, they're just getting bigger and bigger. They're giant cities.
They've got neighborhoods, Chip.
It's just going to be, they have neighborhoods. We talked about that.
Yeah.
We, we're getting to the water world part of the planet Earth where we're just going to have these, they're just going to build these floating cities. Florida isn't always going to be there, but floating Florida, someday.
Floating Florida is going to be big. And I remember I had this poster when I was a kid, and it said 2/3 of the world is covered by water. The other third is covered by Deion Sanders.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. I think scientifically that might be correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think basically for high-end cornerbacks, there's going to be less and less room for them to cover.
You're saying their job is going to get easier. Deion had the tough job back 20 or so years ago.
A whole third of the earth.
He's covering a third of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
These people are going to have a quarter at most.
It might not be easier though. That's the problem. Like it's the same thing with AI. Everybody's saying like, oh, people's jobs are just going to get easier and people be more productive and yada, yada, yada. I don't think that's true. I think jobs are going to be erased and the need for people will be erased. So I think instead of an easier job for NFL cornerbacks, that we might just need less cornerbacks.
I think it's less. Yeah. And maybe some AI cornerbacks. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that.
Some robot cornerbacks.
Yeah, they're going to cover a lot of.
Like a robot safety. Yeah. Can you imagine robot linebackers? I can't.
Oh, I mean, I think they're going linebacker first.
Going from LT to AI. I mean, that is, that's scary.
That's scary.
That's
I mean,
scary.
Can you imagine with the earrings?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the earrings themselves are, I mean, that's part of the system. That's the part of the inner workings of it.
Yeah, it's also how you turn them off, which you
true.
wanna know. If you're one of the last humans still playing football against the robots, that earring, you get a little tickle, and they go, oh, boop. It's the power down. That's how you get in the end zone, baby. That's how you make a big play.
Yes, Bo knows robots.
Robot Bo Jackson with working hips.
Man, could you imagine those bionic hips he would have? Just would not shatter at all.
And they don't have to lie.
No.
Because they're AI.
Okay. Now we're branching out a bit now. We just got a few more here, Thomas.
Let's get going.
These are sort of self-explanatory. Lunar getaways.
Okay. I like this. This is actually putting a little sci-fi in the fun.
Right.
And billionaires are already going to space.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we think there's a premium on it, in 20 years, people aren't going to be able to just get in a plane and go to the moon. I think you're wrong.
No. To the moon, Alice. Exactly. So they're like, yeah, you do these, like, you're running around, you're having fun, low gravity, right? You're popping around, you're dancing around. That's what vacation is. Maybe you're not sitting by the pool, but maybe you're sitting by the Sea of Tranquility.
I think the same technology that gives you those dome cities might apply here on the moon.
Yeah, if they can you imagine building a dome on the moon? Like,
they could have their own rady shell up there.
Maybe John Mulaney plays the moon. John Mulaney
plays the moon. Yeah, I mean, I like that for the poster.
Can you imagine being, okay, God forbid, you ready for this? A construction worker,
although
they'd probably be robots. Well, let's just say it is a person who is one of the construction workers building the dome on the moon. There's a horrible accident. You always see this. By the way, another disturbing photo. That's the photo from, like, I'm going to call it the 40s, where all the guys are having lunch sitting on that I-beam up on top of when they're building a skyscraper.
Yeah.
Just horrifies me.
2 of those gentlemen made it through construction.
The rest, sorry.
Just a trail of broken homes and sad families.
Yes. You're looking at it in real time. But what if one of those workers on the dome on the moon falls to his death on the moon, but you're probably falling at like a third of the speed.
It's just a fraction of the gravity, yeah.
So you're just that much more aware of how it's going to end on the moon.
Speed has a lot to do with force.
And we know it's sort of a powdery surface.
Yeah.
I'm saying it right now. I'm taking this stand, and I'm going to call it right now, November of 2025. In 20 years, when a man falls off a half-constructed dome on the moon, he is going to survive with minor injuries. I'm saying it right now.
This is a bold prediction.
We're moving on, Thomas. Next topic. Okay, this one is just, I don't see this one necessarily happening, but maybe Mars frontier expeditions.
Right. Nah, that's impossible.
Maybe someday. I don't think in 20, I could be wrong, but I don't think in 20 years we're going to have the technology to, like, vacation on Mars. Like, what they're talking about now is, like, sending someone to Mars and they'll just live out the rest of their life there.
Die there.
Right. So
how long does it even take to fly to Mars?
I think it's months and months.
At minimum months. It might be it might be years. Yeah, I don't know. So like, how are you going to vacation?
This is not a science podcast. This is,
Yeah, this
Neil
is a vacation podcast.
Neil deGrasse Hilton. This is a travel podcast.
It just What are you gonna do there? What are you gonna do there? Unless you bring like your whole crew, you're gonna go to Mars and read a book.
Yeah.
See where the other rover was. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna go vacation in Des Moines. Kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, there's a cheesecake factory.
Except Des Moines has real ice cream and not that astronaut business.
That's true. It's 100% true. You're right.
Yeah. This may be the most controversial thing I've ever said, but I don't think you get anything from a trip to Mars that you don't get from a trip to the moon.
No, you don't.
It's like
other than bragging rights, the merch shop on Mars is going to be bonkers.
It will be.
Because everybody wants a T-shirt. Everybody wants a hat. Everybody wants one of those tumblers, like the insulated thermos things that just say, I went to Mars, baby.
For my money, I think you get up to the moon. I think you take a look around. I think you see the Earth rise above the horizon. I think that's got to be something to see. On Mars, you're so far away from everything. You're just going to see stars around and the ground's going to be red. Go to Sedona, Arizona.
There it is. There's a plug for Sedona, the Mars of the Southwest.
Yes.
I love it. All right, this next one, and this is the last one that's space related. Although the moon one does sound cool, but this one sounds pretty cool. To a certain extent, they're already starting to do this.
Okay.
But Orbital Sky Cruises.
That is getting into orbit.
Forget the Caribbean, baby.
Yeah.
Forget that 4-day, 5-night, whatever. You're hopping up into orbit. You literally, for a couple of days, just orbit the Earth. You're literally going around, floating around. Again, this is not Turks and Caicos. This is not the Bahamas. We're not going to Bermuda, baby. We are circling the Earth many, many times.
Yeah.
That's a cool trip.
I mean, not to yuck your yum. It sounds like you're here for this orbital thing. That is a trip where the whole trip is a 72-hour flight.
That is true. So, yeah, you're on the airplane the entire time.
I guess if you get to outer space and you're weightless, there's something interesting there.
Okay, let me ask you this, Thomas. We're about to take a 6-hour flight to Hawaii.
Yep.
Would you enjoy it more if you were weightless?
Yeah, I'd take weightless.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be fun, dude.
Let me, we are taking the same flight. Let me see if I can make some phone calls. That's all I'll say.
Get a little helium vest for Tommy Boy in the old cabin there.
Yeah.
Float me around like a balloon. Let me drift into first class. Drift into the coach bathroom. I'm not to brag, Chip, but I'm sitting in Comfort Plus on that flight, buddy.
Look at you.
Premium economy. With a lap infant. So maybe that gets negated a little bit.
We're just in regular economy or whatever it is, and but no infants.
Well, it's going to be a great time for you and Kim to spend 4 or 5 hours with my daughter. Just, to get the trip kicked off right.
All right. And just real quickly, these last couple. These are more along the lines of those like VR things, but virtual and mixed reality vacations. Simulation pods. Basically, you just get in a pod, and it simulates a vacation for you. Like you said earlier, not exactly a vacation. We're going to move on from that one. This one is kind of interesting. This is very Black Mirror. There was literally a Black Mirror episode about this, but
I like it.
Memory replay holidays.
Oh, this is fun.
You go back to a holiday when you're a child or a vacation when you're a child, or if you're in England, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
And you go and you relive that first time you went to Hawaii, that time you went to Jones Beach, with the fam. So you dig back in the crevices of your wrinkly brain.
Yeah.
And it implants some memories in there. So I thought it was good. And then finally, this one's crazy. AI-generated dream retreats.
This sounds real.
This is crazy, where it's like basically like the things that you dream up, you get to live those things in a VR situation.
I like it, dude.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. It also makes me very sad because this is in lieu of being able to do the real thing. I'd have to imagine. We don't go, nobody chooses this over going to the Grand Canyon. Like,
No.
I think it's a world where going outside is not so good for staying alive.
Yes.
Or nuclear fallout. Some of it's all pretty bleak. I like the one where you go and travel and maybe help out a kangaroo at the same time. Doesn't that sound nice?
I think that's the first one. Hands on, Thomas. Hands on.
Dude, these hands could heal the earth. And I could take a trip.
One kangaroo at a time.
Oh, man, that's one thing I do miss about most of my travels is the opportunity to come back and tell everybody I'm a friggin' hero.
Mm-hmm. That's the best part. That's the best part. You just a T-shirt that just says "You're welcome." And then just real quickly, I have a couple others. I searched some other places for some other vacations that I think might be happening in 2045.
We've stepped outside of AI. We're into good old human intuition. What's going to happen in 20 years? Beautiful.
Okay, I have about 30 of them here, so we'll go through relatively quickly. So one would be you and your robot girlfriend go to Las Vegas for the weekend.
This is where I was concerned that the AI had lost its way.
Yeah.
I was just like, there is nothing here for pervs. That's what moves the world. That's what moves, especially the technology world.
Yep.
There's what are the perverts going to do? And they're going to be taking robot girlfriends to Vegas.
Yeah.
That's spot on.
Okay. Next one, I think this is kind of interesting. It also involves technology. You and your robot girlfriend spend a weekend in Santa Barbara.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. A little bed and breakfast, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. This one, you and your robot girlfriend go to the Bermuda for the week and just sun and fun on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah. This sounds right.
That could happen in 20 years. You and your robot girlfriend go on a road trip but get in a fight, and she wants to go, and she keeps talking about her ex-robot boyfriend. Yeah. And she's like, drop me off in Cleveland because I'm staying with Scott. And you're like, all right, robot girlfriend. But and this is, by the way, this is Cleveland 2, the lunar city.
Yes.
Cleveland 2.
Oh, okay.
So there's that one, And then, I don't think we have to go through all of these. I think you can see the rest of the 30 or 40 that I've written down. Yeah. But then, of course, there is you and your robot girlfriend take a European vacation.
Any inkling what this robot girlfriend's name is, Chip? Just in your mind, is there anything that pops out?
I didn't see any research. No, I can look it up, but I don't think I have anything on the books here. How about you?
I don't know. Maybe a Stacy.
There it is. Maybe Stacy's mom.
Stacy's mom. I mean, that's a more expensive robot. But there is something about these robots. When they get upset on a road trip, they always threaten to get out someplace that's not safe to get out.
Nope. And the worst part is when they say turn the car around, you know that they can physically do that.
Without a steering wheel.
They just plug into the cigarette lighter, and they are in full control of the vehicle.
That's the thing about robot girlfriends that nobody talks about is they're smarter, more powerful, and meaner than we could ever be. Yeah. You're really on your back foot a lot of times when you're dealing with these robot girlfriends.
I think it keeps us humble, and I think that's the important part.
It does, and I also think that it would be a little different if some of these robot girlfriends had dads growing up. That's what I think. That's what I think the issue is.
Just imagine meeting the robot in-laws. Oh God,
that's
just
tough.
They're just looking down at you.
That's
the
tough.
Robot mom is mixing a robot martini, and just like giving you the robot side eye, and being like, and then the father's like, "Where did you go to prep school?" And you're like, "I didn't go to robot, Stanford. I'm sorry."
Robot grandma's a crock pot.
Yes.
And you're just never going to cook better than her.
It never cooks better than her. And she's very slow, I will say that.
But to her credit, she makes it work.
So that's the future. I want to talk about the present real quickly, Thomas.
Let's get into the present, buddy.
Because the future might be so bright that we have to wear shades. That is true. But I think the present is pretty darn, excuse the language, wonderful.
It's really exciting. A lot of good things are happening.
There are some great people doing some great things.
Unbelievable people doing unbelievable things.
World record setting things. I think it's time to open up the good book.
We're juicing out.
Juicing it.
We're juicing out the last couple of months we have with the 2025 edition. We are talking world records. We're talking the good book. Chip Chantry, what have you come up with this week to dazzle and inspire us from the good book?
Tommy, I got to say something. 2 words for you. 3 words.
Hit me.
Surf's up, baby.
Ooh, okay. Okay, this sounds like it could be Hawaii adjacent.
Actually, I don't want to give too much away. I have a question for you. Okay. This is the record for the longest time spent surfing a wave.
Okay, I've never seen this one. I have no idea.
The longest time period surfing a wave.
Uh-huh.
I actually did a little extra research. I started in the good book, and then I pivoted to online to look for Guinness. Found something here. This is a pretty recent one.
Okay.
So this is actually going to be in the 2026 edition.
Oh my
That's how
gosh.
recent this is.
Yeah, I mean, this is also glimpsing into the future.
100%. Now, let me ask you this, Thomas. I want you to guess. So this is the longest time surfing a wave, like time period, not distance, time. How long do you think it is, and where in the world do you think it took place?
Okay, I'm going to go with 1 minute, 45 seconds.
Good.
And I'm going to put it off the coast of Portugal.
It's great, Thomas.
Is it right?
I will say you're actually in the right continent.
Okay, I'll take it.
1 minute, 45 seconds, close. You're in the ballpark. This happened in the big surf town of, I believe I'm saying this correct, Abemsi, Austria.
Oh, is it a river situation?
It might be. And you said the longest wave ridden was 1 minute, 45 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
This Austrian wave that this gent rode, he rode that wave for 8 hours, 5 minutes, and 44 seconds.
So this is like a natural wave park.
So this is, it's this sort of wave park that's like right next to a river. It's called River Wave, a man-made wave.
A man-made wave. That's how they get you, Chip.
That's how they get you.
Hot dog.
Maximilian Neubach.
The predecessor family to the Reebok family.
Let's just say he pumped his sneakers that morning. Now, this is in Brisk, Austria. This is not, he's wearing a wetsuit. It's not very warm.
It's such an endurance effort. In the cold, the calf control alone, man, this guy has got to be feeling the burn.
That's something very interesting that you bring up, because at one point during those 8 hours, he can be seen, and I saw some video footage of it, eating a slice of pizza. Like, people can just hand him some food because he's right there. He's eating pizza. One time he was literally just eating soup out of a bowl with a spoon, just surfing and eating soup. And he could also be seen, he had those like electric massagers that he was massaging his thighs and his legs to get the cramps out, because he's surfing for 8 hours straight. Continuous. One wave, no breaks.
Show me your dad owns a wave park without telling me your dad owns a wave park.
It's pretty much Maximilian's pop, I'm sure probably does, yes. And again, he was eating pizza. He was eating bowl of soup. Classic
pizza soup combo.
And of course he was drinking Red Bull, because those guys had to be involved.
They've got big roots in Austria.
They do. They do. So anyway, he shattered the previous record, which was 3 hours, 55 minutes.
Oh, it's doubled up.
So he shattered by about 5 hours. Yeah. Wow. More than doubled it. And just so now, so he's a big winner. I mean, I give him credit. He literally surfed a wave for 8 hours straight. I can't even sleep for 8 hours straight. Do you know what I mean? Without a break.
Yeah.
Although leave it to Austrians to like take something as fun as surfing and make it seem like a day job. But congratulations to Maximilian. 8 hours. Oh, by the way, it just happened September 22nd this year, like just over a month ago. Yeah, so it just happened.
That's fresh.
So we do have time to break the record. And just in conclusion, I think just that 8 hour, 5 minute, 44 second record, it just reminds me of one of my favorite Beach Boys songs. Hey, baby, let's stand still for an entire workday. Because that's basically what he did. So congratulations to Maximilian. The longest time on a surf, riding a wave, 8 hours, 55 minutes, 44 seconds. 8 hours, 5 minutes, 44 seconds.
I think we'll have to look into this. I wonder if in your child's first name, you kind of hide the word million in there.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that leads to outsized results in terms of being world record worthy. It seems like it's something that might help out, or something that parents with an extreme attitude might give their children.
I could see that happening. Yeah. Thomas, speaking of extreme attitudes, what's your record for the day?
It's the opposite of a trope we've been talking about in past world records.
Okay.
Oftentimes, people will take two things and smash them together to kind of get something that feels a little wonky in the record world. It's just like underwater basket weaving.
The first guy to rollerblade a mile while eating a birthday cake.
Yeah, or like I think of one, and this was impressive, but it was like a guy who surfed down a volcano.
Yes.
Wasn't that was one we did? It's just kind of like, okay, like...
Yeah, it's like we're forcing the issue at this point.
Would you be really good at surfing? Would you be... I mean, I don't think even going down a volcano is even a thing.
He's making it up.
This one is somebody who did two very hard things simultaneously with incredible results.
Okay.
The world record I bring before you, in all burnt one kind, is the most rotating puzzle cube solved while running a marathon, Chip.
Whoa.
This guy is doing... I don't know what's the difference between a puzzle cube and a Rubik's Cube. I imagine it's just branding.
It's just... I'm sure it's copyright, yeah.
This guy set the record for the most puzzle cubes solved while running a marathon. Two things I couldn't do, period.
No, I can't do either one.
But he's doing it at the same time. And, I mean, the stats on this thing are mind-blowing. The record belongs to Kei Suga in Chiba, Japan, on the 15th of October, 2022. So this record has stood for the test of 3 years right now. Mm-hmm. He beat the previous record by 166 cubes.
Whoa.
Over the course of a marathon.
Jeez.
He solved one every 100 meters for the whole marathon. I'm not going to put you on the spot and ask you to do that kind of math, but
no.
Do you have a rough guesstimation of how many Rubik's Cubes that would be over the course of a whole marathon?
Like 100 meters. So he did one for every 100 meters.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like... Is that like 300 Rubik's Cube solved?
420.
Jeez. 420, baby. You know what that guy's doing afterwards.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, that's where he cut it off. You know, he cut it off there for a little inside joke with the boys.
So he ran a marathon. He ran 26.2 miles.
26.2 miles in 4 hours and 34 minutes and 23 seconds.
Not terrible considering you're
doing something else
puzzles
at the same time. Every 100 meters, Chip. Like it takes a sprinter does 100 meters in 9-point-something seconds.
Yeah.
So this guy is solving a Rubik's Cube every 100 meters while running a decent clip on a marathon.
By the way, my image, I'm hoping that he's carrying all of these 400 Rubik's Cubes with him. Like in a satchel.
That's a good point. I have no idea how that worked.
I would assume people are handing them his...
Yeah,
every 100 meters, you got a buddy there.
He was doing this specific combination for 10 years to get up to the point where he smashed the world record by 166 cubes. It was previously 245 cubes over the course of a marathon.
Well done. Well done. How many Rubik's Cubes do you think my guy could have solved on a surfboard?
He had the time. He could have done it.
Mm-hmm.
If you can eat soup, you can solve a cube.
Yeah.
So that's it for my world record. Dude, it's that portion of the episode where we just keep it rolling, baby.
Yeah.
We're moving into vacation rules, Chip. We've got a vacation coming up super soon. These are becoming more personal and more meaningful to me as we come up on our trip in 3 weeks. What's your vacation rule this week?
All right. So this one is... It could be for any vacation. I'm kind of thinking more of a road trip vacation. So this is for road trippers.
Okay.
But it could also be for somebody flying as well. Okay.
All right.
Vacation rule number 234. arrive at your destination with a full heart and an empty bladder.
Okay.
Let's say you're taking a road trip and you're about an hour outside of town or an hour away from where you're going to be. Or maybe you're on a plane and it's about an hour before landing or whatever, okay?
Yeah.
And you kind of have to pee. You kind of got to go a little bit. And you're going past that rest stop or that gas station. You're like, well, I can hold it for an hour. Don't be a hero and hold it. Otherwise, you're nervously pulling into town and you got to go.
Uh-huh.
You may need to figure out parking. You have to figure out the check-in process. Maybe there's people checking in. And then all of a sudden, you're that nervous, crazed guy that's got to pee. And you're forgetting your bag or you're getting short with the person. Get rid of that. Take care of that and then come into town like a boss, okay? It can be confusing and stressful enough pulling in, finding parking, the garage, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't need to do it with a liter of Mountain Dew Code Red in your bladder.
Give yourself that extra comfort. Pull over.
Yeah.
They call them comfort breaks for a reason, Chip.
You want to be coming into town that first day in style.
Yeah, no, there's been too many frantic key jiggles at a Motel 6 motel room. Somebody trying to sprint in there, even leaving their suitcase outside momentarily to get that sweet relief. Just, when you need to go. Arrive, ready to rock, baby. That's how we like to do it.
There it is. How about Thomas? What's your rule?
I'm going to be honest, Chip. This is the most seasonal rule I've ever done before.
I like it.
This is vacation rule number 217. If you're not sure where to spend Thanksgiving, just go to Hawaii. How else will you see Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise at the Blue Note Hawaiʻi on November 26th?
Best rule we've ever done.
Few will follow it, but for those who do, no regrets.
No regrets.
And now, as we do every week, we're going to cap it off with a juicy Buffett fact. What did you learn about the man this week, Chip?
Thomas. Jimmy Buffett's music was considered, among other things, tropical rock. But Jimmy Buffett was never considered yacht rock because he's no snob. He was a man of the people and the dolphins.
He was more of a vibe than a category. You know what I mean?
He really was. Not a genre, a vibe.
Really tough to classify, but not hard to enjoy or respect.
How about you, Todd? What do you got?
Jimmy Buffett was never scared about getting a bad deal because he always believed it's Black Friday somewhere.
100% true. 100% true. Very topical, Thomas. I love it.
I think it's so powerful to, if you're concerned about something, to imagine a world where there's no scarcity of that thing you wish there was. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Black Friday somewhere.
Believe it in your heart. You don't have to have anxiety in your head.
I'm trampling somebody for a PlayStation somewhere in my mind right now.
All right. Well, we got to wrap this up, man.
Yeah,
Among other things, we got to start packing our bags and getting ready for this trip to the Hawaiian Islands.
Yes, we do.
But this has been the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. Until next time, stay burnt. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. I'm calling from the lounge phone. I'm going to need another room key card. I met another lady friend that I'd like to share the room with.
Mr. Chantry, did you lose another key card in the water slide again?
That corkscrew's a real doozy.
We'll have another pair of room keys sent to the lobby.